Hello, my green skins, and welcome to the neighborhood, the Wolfie neighborhood, the LDP neighborhood, the super neighborhood, and me, yourself here, your friendly little Orc War Chief Reviews. We are going to be having some fun, and we're going to be talking about some games, some fun games, and we're going to be having a little bit of enjoyment playing and having a good time as we morph again for some Halloween fun, and we're going to be doing some costume quests. We are going to be having a blast. I hear us. We are echoing. We are registering on the signals. We are all fine, and we are ready to go. And hopefully this doesn't get too crazy, but I think we're going to have a good time, boys and girls. Let us have some fun. So
I thought that was
today, no, we're not on Twitch, so we're fine.
Oh, okay.
If it was on Twitch, then I'd have to be a little bit worried. But we're not on Twitch, so we're okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I fear if when we are on Twitch, because if we were on Twitch, then the perversion would be kicking off, and then we'd be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah. Hot grills on Twitch.
So. Yeah, we don't want that fun. Okay. So this is another Double Fine game, which I absolutely kind of love. If I can get this to... Hold on, boys.
So this is a PS2 game?
There we go.
I was just saying we're the stream is frozen, I think.
Yeah, I just saw it. Don't worry. I think I know what's going on. Hold on. We're good. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, I see it. Okay, stop. Okay, I'm gonna start turning stuff off because my internet sucks.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it might be lagging. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, my bandwidth sucks. Yeah, I'm lagging because my bandwidth is shit. Yeah, my bandwidth is shit. No. It's having a connection fit today. All right. Yeah. Okay, we're good. We're good, boys. I think we're fine. I'm going to check and see if certain things... It's going to speed up real quick once certain things boot up. Don't worry. This is going to go, like, super fast the second things start noticing itself. Like, right now, the reason is that stuff is live stream. Like, I am actually downloading stuff right now, which, you know what?
That'll do
I may have to just off. Yeah, I might have to turn these off. Okay, I'm going to turn a lot of these off. So we got quite a few people today to have fun with us, and I'm just going to pause it and let it run there for a bit. So we should have enough life here today to get everything off the ground. I forgot a bunch of stuff today, so that's kind of why we're setting up. So tonight we're going to have fun playing some interesting little games. And we're going to talk about some fun stuff. And we have Oh, no, not those games. Come on, we're going to be talking about something that's really kind of... Yeah. So we are going to be talking about the fun of adult cartoons. I like how you turned into a tree. We're going to be talking about adult movies. Or sorry, adult music. Can I think straight?
Yeah.
And we'll be talking about that. And that's going to be fun, because that's going to be us having a blast, having a conversation about all that jazz. And how adult music being turned into kid stuff. And one of the most famous ones that I remember is Who Let the Dogs Out? That was about a naughty bit of stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting because that was a Jamaican song originally, and then the Baha Men were basically, if you look into it, basically like an industry plant that kind of like hidified it. Like, they didn't really change the lyrics. They just kind of made it sound so like squeaky clean that people didn't really realize what it was about. And that was like entirely the point too. I think I want to say like the producer who like found the Baja Men, I think later on started working at Disney, and I think he discovered the Jonas Brothers. I could be wrong. I think that's the same person.
Found a couple things.
Yeah, the Jonas Brothers among others, but Jonas Brothers are like the thing that came to mind.
Yeah.
Another one
and
would
the
be
Baja.
another one that would be Insane Clown Posse almost got a deal with Disney too because they were so popular with teenagers.
That would have been great.
Yep.
Yeah, but then they found out what they really did and backed off really fast.
Yeah, that would have been. Oh boy.
Yeah.
I would have loved to see Insane Clown Posse. Imagine Insane Clown Posse on like one of those like Disney Channel add-ins or whatever, like the wands, like you're watching Disney Channel.
Yeah.
That would be great.
I remember that back in the 90s, hearing about that. Then Disney found out what they actually really did because the two guys said, have you even heard our stuff?
Yeah. Well,
You might want to do some more research there, buddy.
Yeah, the Insane Clown Posse is kind of amusing.
You got like $48 quintillion and you can't do 5 seconds of research before signing a band.
Yeah, and the Insane Clown Posse is like some of the stuff they talk about murder. They talk about like one of their songs is about assaulting a woman who talks shit to them. It's like, holy fuck! Like, I mean, Jesus hell, that's like I've got a brand new TV show
that my one friend introduced me to. We ended up seeing them live. I forget who they were, but they were like Insane Clown Posse, but more metal. I forget who they were.
Yeah.
But well, what I was gonna mention is Kids Bop. I mentioned this to Orc. At first, he didn't know what I was talking about, but I think eventually he kind of pieced it together. Kids Bop was my generation of this. Like, they started in the early 2000s, I want to say, and they are still at it. They are still doing. So basically, for those who don't know, Kids Bop, their motif is essentially they're
basically they take actual like stuff that people
like
have
popular
made,
music and they edit it down. Or if it doesn't need to be edited down, they'll just have like kids sing it. And actually, it didn't even used to be like kids. It was just like adults, and then like by like 4, they was like that's when they did the by kids for kids thing.
Yep.
No. They did by kids for kids the entire time. I don't think I remember. Like I remember the more we talked about it.
The albums were adults singing.
I don't remember that at all, but like, I actually remember Kids Bop 1 because I remember that was one of the few times Xbox 360 or one of the Xboxes when you went to their service stuff and then you wanted to like download music videos and stuff. They actually had a Kids Bop. Yeah. You actually could get Kids Bop, which is kind of funny.
Well, Kids Bop had like a lot of tie-in shit. Like I remember, honestly, might be like the best Happy Meal tie-in of my life was they were actually giving away Kids Bop sample CDs. That was like the only time they ever like gave away like anything, that's not just like some shitty plastic toy that like has like a few different sound bites or something. It was like an actual. It was like 3 or 4 songs on a CD, but...
Well, this was back during the time, like, when McDonald's was basically selling CDs.
But they weren't even selling this. This came free with a Happy Meal.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but that's
That
still
was
that's
way
still
better.
kind of selling. Yeah, that's still kind of selling it though.
I mean,
Right?
okay,
Like,
yeah,
they
fair,
kind
I
of,
guess, but like, you know, what? And it was just like a CD. Like, my point is like you got it. You know, you didn't like purchase it separately. You purchased, you know, you purchased your Happy Meal, and it came with the Happy Meal, and that's like the only time. Okay, no, it was that, and then I remember there was like one other time where they were giving away like LCD games of, I think it was Crash Bandicoot. Although I swear I remember
yeah,
them doing like a Star Wars thing as well, but
yeah.
I've
You guys had the unfortunateness. I feel bad for a lot of your generation because where my generation got like the cool fucking badass toys, like we got the fun badass toys, boys and girls. You know,
I
his generation
remember.
got the. Go ahead.
I will say I remember when I was in pre-K, there was like some when I was in pre-kindergarten or preschool or whatever you call it.
Yeah,
There was a
preschool would be what
woman
you're calling.
who like had like the early Happy Meal toys from the 80s, and I remember just like thinking like, wow, these are made like they were like made of they were made of like metal and shit. There was like a Mickey Mouse one, I remember.
Yep.
There was like a couple of things like that. And they were just like, you know, little toys or whatever, but they were made so much better.
Yep.
They really were. They really were made better. They were actually better than most people think. That's kind of the funny thing about it. Okay, there we go.
I
We're up
dread to
good.
wonder,
Sorry,
like, what are Happy Meal tie-ins? Do they even have Happy Meal tie-ins anymore?
Yeah, they do actually.
Yeah,
Oh, go ahead, Wolfie.
Yeah.
You gotta say something?
yeah, they do. It's just kind of cheap plastic toys.
Okay, so it hasn't like. I just kind of wondered if they like cheaped out even more. It was just like, I don't know. You get like, you get like some pieces of paper and cardboard. Have at it.
No, we had other stuff ready to go. Like if you want to really get into the laugh out loud, funny stuff that exists for toys and stuff, and the brands that exist for toys, these were things where they had they had like they just did the Pokemon thing where they made Pokemon cards and people went fucking batshit nuts and they were like literally like
Oh,
people were
shit.
traveling.
So Happy Meal toys are still like collectibles.
Yep. The older
Yeah,
stuff.
but people want that collector. People want that collectors, man.
I mean, like, I mean, like those beanie. I mean, like, remember when like Burger King was giving out Beanie Babies? I mean, I don't, but
Yep,
I'm sure
I
you
do.
do.
I do.
And that shit was like anyone who was working at Burger King at the time will just have like PTSD as a result of that.
boy. Well, some of the stuff it was more of movie tie-ins when I worked there, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bunch of like fucking mouth breathing Rick and Morty fans just spouting out their like 4 memes that they know.
Yep.
I want my Swish on socks. Yeah, I remember that.
I'm Mr. Meeseeks, look at me!
Yeah, I heard about that. I'm happy I didn't.
I wonder how the fuck Rick and Morty's doing now that like literally the one person who was doing all the voices is now no longer there.
A lot of incest.
Okay.
That's Rick and Morty in a nutshell.
Wait,
That
so
is
they
Rick
got
and Morty
rid of the
in a
guy. Wait, so they got rid of the guy who was diddling kids, and now there's more incest.
No, there was never a guy actually doing anything illegal, man. Oh, holy shit, man! Holy hell! No, don't say. We do not agree with what LDP just said. That is his thing, man. Oh yeah, no, he never ever did anything like that. Yikes, man! Holy crap! You're gonna get people in
I thought
trouble
that's what he did.
here. No, he said some really offensive stuff. And it was all the weird incest in the series that made stuff kind of fucked up.
Oh,
He had never ever. ever made any real references to anything that was anything like that. I don't know where you
thought,
got
like,
that
that's what it
information
was.
from.
Like, they found some shit on his hard drive or something.
No! No! Holy crap! No, he never did anything like. Didn't get people sued, man.
Okay,
Holy crap!
I was wrong.
No.
Anyway, but
Yeah, 100%.
perfect transition back to Kids
Yeah,
Bop.
anyway, Super. What's your thoughts on the Kids Bop stuff and the fact that they were kidifying adult music?
No comment.
No comment. Nothing to say.
I mean, I don't know. It's a market. If
Oh wait. Let Super say something. Like Super's been quiet this entire time, and I'm trying to figure. I'm trying to remember where to go. I actually don't remember where to go or what to do.
Angel's kind of sick, actually. I might have to like look into this.
Yeah.
I mean, I got no comment on that. I mean, I know nothing of Kids Bop. You know, I never really grew up with it.
But what about the fact like MMM there or Eminem? He has like his adult version of kid stuff, and then he has his like like.
Eminem was
I'm just resetting my.
best with that. Like, I just drank a fifth of Kool-Aid. Dare me to drive?
Yeah. He would purposely he would rethink. Again, we also saw that with Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, Eminem had
Limp Bizkit was also notorious for that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Limp Bizkit did that too? I believe you.
Yeah, Limp Bizkit did. Yeah, of course. Like Limp Bizkit was one of those guys, man. You know he was.
I think one of my favorites was someone turned. I swear I could be like imagining this, but I swear somebody turned WAP into worship and prayer.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Okay, now
yeah,
that's
probably.
crazy.
Yeah,
That was
so we're gonna.
okay. Those are the ones. Those are the ones that are the best, though. Like the ones that are like okay, like Kids Bop. I was talking about this with Orc. Like Kids Bop is not like they aren't like pushing like a Christian. They aren't like pushing like a Christian agenda, but like you can kind of like that's the audience that they are clearly going for, like Christian or religious, rather, like soccer moms who are they don't want their kids hearing all the music about the tiddlywinks and the whatever. So like they get Kids Bop, and it's just like, oh well, it gets rid of all the bad stuff, right? Well, it gets rid of all the fucks and the shits and the tits and whatever. Well, like, my favorite are, like, the ones that are, like, directly Christian, because they are some of the funniest shit you will ever hear.
Yeah.
Like, there's that, there was, like, worship and prayer, there was, like, you can, like, if there's, like, a popular song, like, if there's a popular song, like, if there's, like, Gangnam Style, you guarantee there's probably a Jesus style, or a God style, or something like that.
Yeah, I get that. Gundam
is,
style, Jesus, worship style. Boom, boom, boom,
exactly.
boom, boom. Worship style. Boom,
exactly.
Boom,
and
boom,
it's always just like, and that's, it's not even, I don't know, it's like, there are people who are like offended by these like Kids Bop and Christian covers and shit like that. Honestly, it's just like, I'm not even mad, I'm just lol.
Hell, if you want Christian covers of stuff, just go listen to the two Sister Act soundtracks. They took very grown-up stuff and...
I never watched... Well, no, I watched the first Sister Act, and I really didn't like it. I'm not a fan of Whoopi Goldberg. Yeah. I never thought she was funny, and now she's kind of... just like now she's not even trying to be funny.
I
Now
didn't
she's just super political.
Yep.
and she's actually annoying now. I
She was
the funny
always
thing
annoying.
is,
What are you talking about?
I always
no,
liked her
I love
acting,
Whoopi
but
Goldberg.
I liked
Yeah.
her when she was an actress, but
No, I don't think I
when
ever
she-
liked Whoopi Goldberg. I
loved
always
her,
thought she was super
I hate her
annoying.
now. Like she
Yeah.
drove me. She
All the
drove me away
political
from
shit.
her as a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All the political stuff made me. And the View makes her look like an idiot. Like literally, it really does. Like I'm
She
like.
makes everyone look like an idiot.
Yeah, but no, her in particular, she seemed like somebody. I remember back in the day, I used to think to myself, this is an intelligent, smart woman. This was a woman who was on Tom and Jerry stuff and that used to respect stuff. She seemed like someone I actually liked as a as an actress. She was good. Yeah, no, she was good. She used to work on a lot of stuff. Like a good example of this was, if you really want to get into it, a really good example of this with her was, Star Trek Next Generation, Guinan.
Yeah, I was gonna say
A lot of, a lot of people loved Guinan.
Yeah.
And Guinan was one of those things where we have characters who are, we're absolutely in love with it, and it's just like we feel like these characters just kind of ruined it for our way. We sort of feel like that just kind of lost its luster. By the way, this is a great game.
This game looks kind of sick. I might have to. I was thinking of usually my Tuesday game is Lunar. I was thinking of putting it on hiatus for a more horror themed game. Maybe this. I might have to look into this. Because this is like an RPG. I don't know how long it is, but
it's short. They're pretty. This is pretty short, and it's a costume game where, as you get characters in the game, you get different special abilities and techniques and combos and stuff. And the second game, both games were on sale, and both games are really good. The first game is really fun. The second game is also very good. Like this was a solid game.
So this is a modern game. I thought you said it was on PS2.
No, this isn't on PS2. This is actually a modern. Well, you could play this on. You could play this on PS2. I would there's no way you can't play this on PS2, but it's a great game. Definitely worth your time and money if you want to put some time down. And it's super cheap. I got this on GOG for under. I bought both games for under $20.
Oh shit!
And I got this for Halloween. This was definitely my Halloween pick.
Nice.
Yep.
The graphical style
kind
of reminds me a bit of Ni no Kuni or something.
Yeah. This also, for those that don't know, hello everyone. We have 4 people watching. Hello, welcome. We hope you guys are having fun, and hopefully we'll have more people on. But yeah, no, this was actually really addictive and fun back in the day. This is something I could probably play all the way through. We really don't have to do any more horror stuff. I can do the horror stuff later.
Actually looks kind of
But it is a fun game. Yeah, you play a little kid that with the power of candy and friendship, you get costume powers, and it's all about kids at Halloween. Yeah, it's the company is quite notorious. They're known as Double Fine. Double Fine is known for doing quite a few things, and they got known for being kind of unique, and they're kind of different for a gaming groups. I kind of like Double Fine. They're one of the more cooler organizations. Unfortunately, So the first game is you trying to get your sister back. The second, the DLC for this is you trying to get your best friend, one of your friends back who helped save your sister in the first game. The second game is you trying to, once you leave the dimension, you're trying to get back to your own time frame, and then you end up you kind of get a time warp. And the time warp kind of changes everything. And now you're trying to save the day and, defeat the evil monsters that, have defeated, and attacked time. an evil dentist has hooked up with the ultimate evil known as Sweet Tooth, who uses candy as a weapon. He's like literally
This
made
sounds amazing. I might have to look into this. I might have to at least like look into the first game.
Oh, both games are great. Both games are really good. Yeah. Definitely worth the time and money. I'm not lying there. So Soups, overall, we brought Soups on to talk about stuff, and we were wondering about how Halloween as a whole for comics. What were your favorite Halloween comics, or did you have any that you want to bring to the collection?
My favorite one involves Superman and Dracula.
Oh, the Superman Dracula comic. Explain that to us.
Well, in the comic, him and Lois are lured to, Dracula's castle and all that. And it's basically a plan where Dracula wants to drink Superman's blood. And I just love that because of how it ends. He ends up biting into Superman, and Dracula has a moment where he realized, basically he has a moment of, it was at this moment that he knew he fucked up. Because the moment he bites...
Yeah, I've read that comic.
Yeah, it's like, wait a minute. I don't, Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
We got a Bob. We got a wild Bob. Hey, Wild Bob, you're on the live stream. Sorry about that. I was just trying to explain to people. Yeah, Bob, join us. Get on here. Sorry about that. I was just trying to explain to people. Yeah, Bob, join us. Get on here. You're welcome in.
Bobber.
Yeah. We got fun horror games to talk about today.
Fun horror games? I thought that was banned on YouTube.
Horror.
Oh.
Games, not horror. You know what this reminds me loosely of? If anyone's ever heard of it, the game was called the South Park Stick of Truth. This kind of has that energy to it.
I see that. I played Stick of Truth.
Hello, Bob the Marauder.
Hello. Oh,
I played Stick of Truth. That's like a fun little RPG.
Yeah.
I think someone described it as like baby's first RPG, and yeah, that's probably like if your introduction to the genre was Stick of Truth, you're probably gonna enjoy it.
No, I would actually, if anybody who says that, that is a morbid fucking game, and it's dark as fuck, and there's way too much sexual references. If you suggest
I mean baby's first RPG as in get into it when you're like 12 or 13.
No, get into that when you're 15 or 16. I cannot suggest South Park to children in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
So
I played a bit of it. I need to actually play it again. It's pretty fun. I have that, and I have Fractured Butthole on Switch.
Fractured Butthole is amazing, especially the DLC. The DLC is actually worth
There's
grabbing.
DLC, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's a bunch of DLC for it. It's actually worth it, especially the vampire one. It's fucking broken as fuck though. It's one of the best DLC I've seen. So anyway,
I think there might be another South Park RPG, but I don't know if that ended up happening.
Yes, there is. There's a couple.
Okay.
There's like a break your phone game that's kind of that. You have a turret defense game that's kind of out there. There's also there's also Snow Day, which really got hated on.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, that game looked kind of shit.
No, it's okay. It wasn't bad.
It kind of looks like a bit sort of Unity asset clip. I could be wrong, but it looked kind of bad. I mean,
so
probably not as bad as like the OG like South Park games, like on like fucking N64.
Yeah.
Where they just reused the Turok engine and made it like 10 times worse than it already was.
Yeah. So Soups was talking about his comic, the Dracula one. Dracula, we should talk about that because Dracula has been in both Marvel and DC. His most famous thing is Tomb of Dracula, which is actually the comic, is the Marvel Comics version of Dracula. And it's kind of funny because he's been in everything. He's been a little bit everywhere. It's one of the few interesting things, especially for Marvel Comics, because Marvel Comics is interesting for that. They have vampires. In DC Comics, they're not really there. They kind of exist, but they're not really like a full functional entity. In Marvel, oh fuck yeah, they're a dangerous threat.
Yeah, like Michael Morbius or some shit.
Marvel just seems to have basically the game figured out in terms of magic. They got Man-Thing, they got Werewolf by Night, they got Frankenstein.
Yeah, the Curse of Frankenstein. Yeah. They got a Swamp Thing called Thing. They got a Swamp Thing monster, which I think is the is not Swamp Thing. It's like the Thing monster.
It's called Man.
Yeah. Man Thing. That's what it was. Yeah, it was basically a Swamp Thing reference.
I would say I was gonna say.
Go ahead.
It's like between Swamp Thing and Man Thing. I kind of like the Man Thing a bit more because, like, even though, like, he's not really much of a character so much as plot device, because he's like a totally empathic creature.
Yeah.
Like, he's basically used just to get things going along the plot, kind of deal. But that's what I like about him. Cause it's like, you never know what he can do, because like basically he reacts to people's fears and everything, and so it's like
well, he's a force of fucking nature. That's what makes him, makes Man Thing a little. Where Swamp Thing is just a guardian of like he's a guardian. Man Thing is a force of living nature. He is not something that you would fundamentally look at as an entity that's. Where Swamp Thing is both the guardian of nature, but he's also the aspect of nature. He's kind of both. He's the protector of the green. Where Man Thing is just a living force of nature. Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna head off. I might rejoin a bit.
Okay.
Hey man, do what you gotta do. You're welcome to it. Yeah. So so Bob.
Yeah.
We got 4 people. So we got quite a crowd for tonight. And we got some.
I wanted to warn anybody. We are currently live, just in case you didn't want to be online.
Yeah. Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
We got you, Bob. Don't worry about
it. All right.
Bob. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so we are live, and we are having fun with the fact that, it's interesting to talk about the comics of Dracula, but like I said, vampires in Marvel Universe are a real threat. In DC, they don't really kind of exist in DC, right? Like, I don't know how, like... Yeah, but that kind of sucked. Like that was basically their version of Marvel Zombies, which I also fucking totally. What?
Was that a pun?
Yes. Yes, it was. That was a pun. I was making a joke.
I made that funny.
I did make a funny. Okay, so it was actually kind of funny that they did that, and that's kind of why I like about that. Okay, I'm gonna activate the laughing thing. Ta-da! There's the healing. Candy corn. I kind of find it funny that your costume turns into living candy corn. Yeah, because that's the poor kid that's a living candy corn. We also do have some PS2 horror games. I got one for Bob that's going to be really fun for him. and we'll worry about it later. But we'll see how far and how late we go tonight, because tonight's going to be we're going as long as I can with stuff. I actually turned everything off. I'm learning my lesson. Do not disturb has to be connected from now on when I do these live streams. I'm sick of people bugging me while I'm doing this shit. And yeah. And this morning sucked because I had like 6 people try. Like I had people just contacting me constantly all morning. I haven't had that happen in a while, but yeah, that was one of those mornings. I've had those mornings. But yeah, this game, the second game is actually really cool compared to the first. The first one also had some fun, but the second game also is really good. Oh, we got a monster. I can't wait to get a third costume, so no more. So I got all 3 powers going at once. I'm actually surprised that they gave you a healer right off the hop, because the original costume quest, they don't give you a healer right off the hop. Yeah. So you suffer for a bit. Yeah, and so it's kind of funny. Like the Dracula, like horror was interesting on some levels. They really did try to like Marvel was the big instigator of horror back in the day. DC had its own horror stuff, but I don't think they. I think they had a side company, wasn't it? Soups. You'd have more information on that than I would.
Not really. I just kind of listen to you all.
No. Okay, yeah, okay. I don't know everything about this. Like, I'm not the master of horror, and Soups isn't the master of horror either. But he has a rough idea about this better than most. And I knew it was something that we could all talk, that Soup could talk about tonight, and we could do some horror stuff. Oh, Raymond died. That's okay. He's kind of useless right now, so I can't do anything about it.
Last time I heard Master of Horror, I forget if it was Dance with the Dead or We Are Magnolia was one of their songs. I think it was We Are Magnolia. Yeah. The Living Will Envy the Dead album.
Oh, I remember that album. We were also talking about Bob wasn't here for it, but we could go back to the whole talking about kids stuff being made into like kids stuff. Adult music being turned into kids stuff. Kids music. What's your thoughts?
Wait.
Like,
Are you talking like
Who Let
kids
the Dogs Out? Yeah. Like, Who Let the Dogs Out was the most famous one I remember. Who let the dogs out?
In the modern world, yeah, that definition of dogs has changed.
Yeah. Logan discussed it. Sorry, Wolfie, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'll let you say this after. But Logan discussed that. Yeah, no, they actually like that. Kids Bop is still going on strong, apparently.
Not surprised.
I think they're sponsored by like one of the Cartoon Networks. Like, not specifically Cartoon Network, but maybe like Nickelodeon or something. They have to be linked with something to be running this long, because I've never seen anybody who is a friend of mine with a Kids Bop album.
Parents will buy it because they want an alternative. That's my theory.
How about you just put them on good music? You know, show them some fucking Iron Maiden.
Oh.
Yeah. You know what floored me? Ghost. Okay, I like some stuff. Not everything Ghost does is good. But Ghost made a Phantom of the Opera Iron Maiden album, like a song based off the Phantom of the Opera Iron Maiden song. It's so fucking good. It's so fucking good. It's fucking epic sauce, okay, boys? Like, it's epic, worth it. And I mainly found out, I was looking into Ghost because one of their songs was on a. They were anybody who's been looking into Uma Musume, and I've been looking into Uma Musume lately just because friends of mine have been playing the game, so they've been like, I've been looking in to see if it's worth if it's worth me live streaming it or not. Like, kind of like, well,
gotcha game, dude.
I know it's a gotcha game, but I know it's a gotcha game.
It is not made for men like us. We are broke.
We are, yeah, I know. But I was interested in looking into it because when Gold Ship. There's a scene. Yeah, Gold Ship. There's a scene in the I was also looking into the anime because right now I work out to anime, which by the way is a bad idea. I really got to watch that because I have a bad habit of getting invested in anime and not paying attention to my weight sizes, and that really hurt.
Well, you heard it here. He'll do anything for his waifu.
Yeah. So I was thinking, okay, do I have an anime? Because I heard Musume is actually very high energy, and so I like watching anime with high energy, like Saga Frontier. Star Blazers is one of those high energy, can be a high energy points. I like that high energy anime. So what happened to
Star Blazers, Yamato?
Yeah, Yamato, Space Battleship Yamato can be a little high energy.
That's high energy.
Well, it can be high
even
energy.
When I was even when I was sick, I didn't find the action to be high energy. I was like, okay, yeah, everything's moving. I see how they're moving. I don't know. I just didn't see it as high energy compared to other things like shonen animes that are just all over the fucking place.
Yeah, Saga Frontier is very high energy. I kind of like it. It has to have some energy to it. It has to make me kind of like it. But anyway, I was watching, and so I decided to look into this show a little bit. And they had this scene where, so I got to ask a question. Like, you see that you see your costume turns you into candy cane. Now, the candy corn. Now, I'm about to attack a pinata that looks exactly like your character when he transforms into candy corn. Am I attacking Hang children right now? I'm just saying.
I'll be real with you. Your one candy corn character being, I guess, a tank for your first lineup. That also is kind of like a hell because
he's not a tank. He just turns into candy corn. That's it. It actually sucks.
Okay. I noticed the enemies just focus him.
Yeah. All he is a beat stick. All he is a poor kid getting the crap kicked out of him. That's it.
Yeah, because I thought it was an equivalent of like putting a kid in a bag, tying the one end, and then it's just he's getting the shit kicked out of him.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Kid. He can't even tell what the hell's going on.
Yeah,
he can't do anything.
Watch the candy corn. Watch the candy corn. Candy corn is delicious. It literally has nothing. It actually doesn't recognize anything. The poor kid is suffering. He's just slowly being assaulted. Oh, this is a dark game. Yeah.
Look, you know what, Jimmy? This is what you get for picking such a shit costume.
Oh no, you're forced into the costumes because candy corn. That's how they kidnap your sister because your sister was dressed up as a crappy candy corn, and they kidnapped her because they were just going to turn into candy and feed her to the giant evil entity of Halloween. There are two entities to Halloween: Sanguine and this other entity. And the other entity is like this evil thing called Sweet Tooth. It's basically the commercialization of Halloween. It's a living embodiment of the commercialization of Halloween.
Jeez.
Okay, I can see that.
An allegory.
And and also the dentist that you said, like the evil dentist. I was like, okay, that's very much a kid's plot because at the end of the day, a dentist is just trying to do his job. I'll be real. Dentists do life's work, even though they are, what would you say?
Brutal.
Being in a dentist office is the same way as a peasant being interrogated in the torture chamber of a castle. It's not a cozy experience, but it's a needed one. Especially if you got cavities and you need fillings.
Yeah. Oh, dancing on the devil.
Well, I don't know if you guys ever noticed that. Maybe not so much in your kids' media, but also possibly in the 90s, where the dentist was like the villain of the episode.
Oh, hold on, I gotta get this. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
So, what is it?
Okay, I got it. I guess I got it. I was playing with the devil at a crossroads. Again,
Okay.
This game is fucking awesome. This game is so awesome because it's dark, but it's amusingly dark. Like, come on, devil playing a thing at the crossroads.
All right.
But
Either way, back
that's
to
kind
the
of
conversation that was at hand.
Yep.
But yeah, like 90s kids cartoons. I don't know if it was like that in the 80s, but where like the dentist was the villain of the episode or whatnot. I've seen that a lot.
Oh
I think
yeah.
especially in Codename Kids Next Door.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was not unusual, especially in 80s
Yeah.
cartoons
So,
too.
I bought brown paint upgrade to make my candy corn a little more defensive technically.
You
So let's
you bought what?
I upgraded my candy corn to add a chocolate stripe, so it's a little more stronger. And
So
I
not
can
only
get
do
the
you have a
second
kid
pot-
tied in a bag, you also wrapped a chain around his torso so he can't move even more. Wow.
No,
What a guy.
he's got a brown stripe. He's got a brown stripe. You can upgrade your costumes in this version. So now he's a little more defensive.
I refuse to think about your nice and happy ways. No, the poor kid is under torture. Release him.
I'm trying. I need to find another costume for him.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Jimmy.
candy corn.
You're gonna have to go through 9 more layers of hell before you get a better costume. No! No!
Actually, I do find it funny though. Go ahead.
Never mind, it's just gone back kind of a sort of horror comic that I have.
Yeah, what is
Oh, go for it. Go about it.
It's one from Spawn, and it's called, the title of the book, it's a two-part comic book called The Wind That Shakes the Barley. And yeah, it's about this guy. It's kind of strange for a Spawn comic because there's absolutely no fighting on Spawn's end. But it's about this guy who is in a motorized wheelchair, and you go through what he did to be in that motorized wheelchair. And the person that he killed in the car accident. And throughout the years of him being in that wheelchair, those horrific memories kind of soften, but Spawn kind of comes in to remind him what that guy really did. And
Ooh, okay.
the horrific events and the fact that this guy literally has to face his own demons.
Yep.
And it was actually part of a 12 or 14 book series, but most of the other 12 books were one-shots, except for this one, which was a 2-part book. And it was one of those books I just walked into the comic book shop, and it just stood out to me. I happened to pick up the first part, and I was like, okay, I'll pick up part 2. And it's an amazing short story. But
Yes.
it was horrific.
Yeah. McFarlane actually did kind of do a lot of comics where he's very fascinating with the Spawn entity because sometimes it's just like violence upon violence upon violence, and sometimes he would do these really interesting ones.
That one was an interesting one where Spawn was just a specter in the background, kind of acting as a guy who came from hell. And how he's got to face his own.
Yep.
And it was an amazing book that I picked up. He got into this massive car accident, when him and his wife were leaving a party, and he was massively drunk. It was a drunk driving crash that paralyzed, quadriplegic paralyzed him, and killed his wife.
Yeah.
And
Like,
Spawn
there's-
kind of forces him to, Spawn forces him to every single moment of that accident.
Yeah. So let's kind of go like I know which one you're talking about, and it's actually pretty good. But yeah, I do kind of like when they do the dark stuff. You know, one of my favorite things was when they did that with the Incredible Hulk. See, I've never liked the Hulk as a superhero. I hate him as a superhero. I've always thought that the Hulk is more terrifying as a uncontrollable force of nature. And I like it when he's more of an anti-hero. Like, I've always liked the anti-hero. One of my favorite ones with the anti-hero one is the Hulk when he meets a kid. See, this is right around the time. Have you read this comic, Soups, or no? Soups muted.
Nope.
No? Okay, so this is one of the more modern ones, but I do like this one. So this is Hulk was out in the forest and he meets a small boy. And the small boy is basically like, well, I can't go past a certain place. I just can't go past this. Dad doesn't want me to go past this. Now the parents, the family is like, okay, we're not gonna, okay, well, just, and Hulk's like, why does this kid not want me to go? Why does he not want us to go past this? I don't understand. And Hulk is like not understanding why this kid is being like hidden so far. Like this poor kid's just suffering and suffering. So this kid doesn't wonder why the kid can't go past a certain point and why the family's just doing stuff and the dad is constantly traveling. Well, then he finds out one day the kid doesn't show up to talk to Hulk. Hulk wonders what happened. Hulk decides to go past the tree. Finds out that the dad was a murderer and murdered his son and put him past the tree. Also murdered one of his infant child. Well, what do you think the Hulk did when the Hulk found out? So this guy's running from the cops because he robbed this one guy and now he's like running from the cops. And he keeps wondering why he keeps hearing thunder in the background. Oh, it's not thunder, it's the Hulk. He's come to make revenge. And he's like, I can't remember his exact wordings on it, but it was like, you put him past the tree. You left him alone. You left him alone. And he kept screaming at this guy. And oh yeah, he crushes him in the car. The car was on fire. And this guy actually just, like, the Hulk violently murders this man in one of the most, basically closes the fired car on top of him. And it's one of the more aggressive Hulk moments. And to me, I find the Hulk, that's the thing. I know they made him an ever so lovable Hulk. Anyone remember that? Anyone remember the old Hulk cartoons? Did I just bring PTSD to Wolfie?
Ever so lovable. On occasion, I know him as a more lovable guy.
Yeah, I like him. I like him as the misunderstood evil, the misunderstood force of nature. I don't like him when he's that uncontrollable super hate, but I like him when he's that force of that uncontrollable force of like nature.
Yep, I have a copy of Hulk vs. Thor, and he was basically that.
Yeah, I like him when he's that way.
What's nature wrecking ball?
Yeah. What's your thoughts on it, Soups? What is your feeling towards the ever so lovable Hulk? We'd like to hear what you think of it, and we'll let Bob. Go ahead.
I like when he's a misunderstood kind of deal.
I like him. Yeah, I like him as just a force of nature. I think Marvel needs more forces of nature.
That basically gives him that, Frankenstein appeal.
Yeah, and I kind of like him for that as that type of entity. So, Bob, what's your thoughts on the Hulk? Do you like the ever so lovable Hulk, or do you like the more stoic entity, the spirit, this kind of living being that just kind of extends past existence and is just there?
You know me, I'm not even a fan of superheroes or villains in comics. So I may like a select few during a certain moment. When it comes to Hulk, for me, he's kind of just there. He's the force of nature. He's just, whether he decides to kill you or not, it's really up to a coin flip if you look at him weird.
No, the Hulk's not like that. The Hulk doesn't care. Like the Hulk doesn't need to eat. The Hulk doesn't need to sleep. It just is, and I kind of like that. I find that more interesting. This is why I'm surprised Banner ever goes back to not being the Hulk.
I think it's the lack of control.
Yeah, that's it.
Because while it is nice to let loose, before you know it, you can destroy something that you love.
Yep.
I've done that.
I get
before.
where you're coming from there. Yep, I know. Everyone says that.
I just liked it when Loki managed to bring him to Asgard as a fucking wrecking ball. Just mindless force of nature.
Yep.
And then brought him to hell. And Hela, she was like, oh, hell no, I don't like this.
Well, yeah, because he's from the. So I got a question to ask everybody, actually, because this is a serious change to the Hulk's entire thing recently, and then we're gonna go into the death battle, Blade versus Buffy, because we got time, boys. We're gonna be doing this for another half hour to an hour. So what's the thoughts on the fact that the Hulk is now a force of Satan?
That's stupid.
Since when?
Since recently, actually, he is now a force of. He is a living embodiment of that thing.
I don't think
That's
Hulk
not a
would
joke.
allow himself to go for such a lesser being as that.
No,
he would be
he
above
is
that.
actually- no, he is. They come out. It comes to being that the Hulk fought the devil. That's not a joke.
Yeah, I know he did, but why would he even serve it? Why would he be innately satanic as you
He doesn't serve it. Gamma radiation is a form of radiation. This is not a joke. In the new universe, he is an entity of radiation, and therefore he enters what is known as the green door. And the green door is the entity is basically this aspect of how to put it bluntly. Not hell, but fuck, this is sort of hard to explain. Best way to put it is it's basically evil without evil type of thing. It's one of those type of things.
Fucking Ravenloft.
Yeah. Yeah, basically. This is kind of
beautiful irony. Another reason why I'm like, why would I waste my time with comics? You know,
in a way,
anytime I go into a comic shop, there's always the atheist Andy.
Yeah.
And then when you say Hulk is like an aspect of Satan, and then that atheist Andy is like, yeah, he is. And I'm like, but I thought you didn't believe in any religions. Wait, you don't make sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just something fucking funny to me. I've read too many like Reddit atheists whenever I went into a comic shop when I was younger. Another reason why I never went in.
Yeah. Yeah. I get what you're saying. We
all go to places to have a nice, pleasant conversation, not to hear a guy rant like a madman.
I've never run into anyone ranting at me. That's kind of weird.
Oh, well, welcome to Ohio, buddy. We're all mutants and freaks here. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what's your thoughts on this, Soups? We'll get Soup's thoughts. The Soup actually, I want to know what his thoughts are on this. Does he feel that this is
About the devil hole?
Yeah, the new idea that Hulk is actually a demonic.
Oh, that's stupid.
That's it. That's that stupid. Okay. Yeah, that's now some super entity now.
Pretty much.
I'm not a fan. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan myself. Like, ooh, did we get the? Yes, we did. We got the pterodactyl. We have we have more than one costumes, boys. We can finally put him in a super suit. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put him in the clown. No, we're not gonna put her in the clown. We're gonna put her in the Batwing. We're gonna put friend 2 because friend 2 can no longer. He's going to be the clown, and number friend 3 is going to be that. All right, we got ourselves super suits, man. We are no longer trapped in the eternal bind that is the kid. One of our characters being trapped as a non-corporeal thing. By the way, do you guys like this game? Do you guys think this is a game people would want to watch us continue playing? Please leave a. If you guys want to see more of Costume Quest, the interesting second game to the iconic original Costume Quest, I kind of wish I could run the Costume Quest 1, but Costume Quest 2 does not like this for some reason. I don't know why. I do like that these kids are basically sitting here pretending to be, I guess they're trying to be living statues. It's kind of fun. And we have our girl who's somewhat wearing the skimpy Halloween outfit. We all know that's part of Halloween now.
We all know one.
Yep.
Yeah, the horny has become a living. I hate that personally. Am I the only one that thinks that's kind of gross? That Halloween kind of got a little perverted as time went on.
Commercialized.
Yeah.
Not even wearing scary costumes these days, too. You notice that?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Like, you're still seeing
it pulled off pretty well.
Yeah.
I've seen it pulled off very well.
Yeah.
During Halloween, one very good-looking chick, didn't know her name. She was out of the neighborhood. She went as one of the nurses from Silent Hill.
Okay.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Yeah, but the horny. Okay, but Halloween isn't for us in a way. It's for the kids in a lot of ways. But commercializing it even more to that. Like, we're at a point where I feel that Halloween as a whole. Yes, more Costume Quest. More Costume Quest. Awesome. Okay, I could continue this series. I do like this game, but we do have more. We do have lots of horror games to play. Speaking about which, I'm going to quickly do what I'm supposed to do here because I have other stuff going on in the background. 1 second, boys and girls.
I'll say it's pretty cool because not a lot of RPGs that I see focus on you timing an attack, like hitting an input at the right time to get the best effect, I guess you'd say.
Yeah.
A lot of RPGs I'm used to, oh, you did it. You have a % chance to hit. Deal with it. Fucking XCOM. Oh my god, XCOM.
Yeah.
99% to hit point blank with a shotgun. Miss.
Fallout. The Fallout 3.
Fallout.
Yeah. Or Fallout, and the older Fallouts, too.
No, Fallout not so bad. Fallout wasn't so bad 'cause you had VATS, but like XCOM was awful for that.
VATS was similar, you still have like a huge chance to hit, but then missed.
Meanwhile, the 30% to hit like a botfly's head manages to get an uber crit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if you played Fallout 2, you understand what we're talking about. But Fallout, yeah, I kind of get where you're coming from.
Had that with Fallout 3. So, yep.
Fallout 3, you can actually basically nerf combat. Like, you get combat to the point where it's a fucking joke.
Oh yeah.
You know what I do like about this? Look at the little like the way the drawings are to this. It's actually kind of like in some ways. It really is, and they really did. The second game was really good. I've said this before. Like, the first game is awesome, but the second game is really good because they added so much to the second game.
Honestly, if I was into RPGs and I was a kid, I'd pick this up.
Oh man, I know so many. I've bought this for my friends' kids before. Like, this is a game I've actually bought for people's kids.
Meanwhile, when I was younger, I played nothing but like Roller Coaster Tycoon or whatever the hell.
Yeah. We secretly now know Bob was a geek. You gotcha, bitch.
Yep.
It wasn't actually Roller Coaster Tycoon, it was something else. I think it was like...
Yeah.
It was something for the 360 where like your uncle that looks like what's his name from Back to the Future set you up at this park. But a lot of my stuff when I was growing up was building and infrastructure. So it was just like, no wonder I know how to build shit and get a supply chain going. I had to.
So what do I want to use here? Amazing attacks are much easier, or do I want to use minions attack damage itself? We're gonna use minions magical attacks. That's what I want to do on this season. Fruit flakes! Activate the fruit flakes! Alrighty. We are not fucking around with this guy. I am not letting him hit me for any good damage. Okay, super attack. I also do like when you're playing the girl as a character, like if you decide to use the girl as an active character, the game will actually like turn male, like you actually get a female character instead of a male superhero. Which is kind of neat that they actually did that. This did get a cartoon. And it wasn't that bad. It's on Amazon Prime of all places. It's a reference, they use nougat as a actual reference for most of this. Just kind of fun. They did a great job. And costume quite yeah, they did. There's some good stuff like this. It's not great, but it's a good kid show. I'd actually say it's a very wholesome kid show. And we need more wholesome.
Is that a kid show?
Yeah, it's on Amazon Prime, not launched.
Oh.
It's actually it's not bad. I watched it because a friend of mine wanted me to watch it. There we go. Monster defeated. Huzzah! We defeated the monster.
I'm just seeing the special attack from the pterodactyl. That was class.
So there we go. Now I'll show you what Super Wayne looks like when she changes her costume form. So yeah, you actually do. It is actually kind of interesting they did that. Okay, let's buy another costume item because I'm not. They did do some cool stuff for this. I kind of like that.
Wait a second.
Mm-hmm.
If this is like one of those reverse psychology things, now that I think about it, what if a cosplayer ended up being in this realm? Would they have like the ultimate costume?
Yeah, I guess it would be.
They would have the ultimate power.
Oh God, no! Why'd you have to bring them up? Ah.
Wait, what'd you say, Wolfie?
Or furry.
Ah, no. Bad.
Yeah.
Spray bottle.
Bad Wolfie. Squirt bottle.
No, I was thinking about the guy that does a really good Leon cosplay, or the guys that dress as Umbrella operatives.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
I get what
the
he's
one
saying.
guy who dresses as what is it? Vigil or right? No, not Vigil. Fuck.
What if someone shows up as Galactus, for fuck's sake? Could you imagine the power you'd have if you were Galactus? Or the Silver Surfer?
Why can't I think of his name? Devil May Cry starts with a V. Virgil.
Dante.
I was thinking Virgil. I fucked up and said Vigil.
Yeah.
No.
Virgil. Yeah.
I know Dante, but I'm talking about the other guy. I need more power because I remember seeing the cosplay. And the guy brought the fucking plastic chair to the convention.
See, I kind of like that. Because in the first game, if you play Lady Liberty, regardless of who the character is, you're Lady Liberty. And this one, they actually do incorporate male to female aspect in this game a little bit, so that's not bad.
Okay.
Yeah, they actually do some cool stuff in this game. I really do think it's a cool, unique game in a lot of ways. Both games are good, but the second game is better in a lot of ways. Okay, I'm gonna have to use my healing ability, unfortunately, as much as I don't want to.
They have like some barbarian costume in this game, kind of like He-Man or He-Man. Similar to that.
I don't know if they do. I can't remember. It's been a while since I played both games. I actually haven't played this in a very long time. I picked this up because it was on sale, and it was like, holy shit, it's on sale, and I could get it, and it's fucking easy to get my hands on. All right, bot. Like I was
Probably the only Halloween
this
game that I had genuine fun with.
Yeah.
Like, this was fun.
This is a fun game. This is absolutely exciting. I love this. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'd be playing the first game if I could. I really would be playing the first game, but the first game for some reason doesn't like OBS for some reason. I don't know why, and it really had a hissy fit when I tried running it through OBS.
Yeah, the live stream has a bit of lag at certain moments.
Yeah, it's not doing it now, but yeah, we had one time where it was really bad, but now it's not so bad. I would actually suggest
hello,
the
Aris.
costume.
Aris,
Welcome.
when is his turn?
What, you want to join in tonight? I will consider that. That's something on that. That might be something we can get you on. I had you on before if you wanted to come on.
I think he was joking about like maybe he was relating to one of the costume characters.
Yeah, when's my turn? Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Time heals all wounds. Okay, that's a cool name for a healing spell.
Yep. It's like I said,
Actually,
it's a fascinating.
Logan left out. He said he may return soon in the future. But right now we have Soups, obviously the Chief, and Lady Wolfen with us.
Yep.
And we'll say hi to Aris.
Yeah, hello, Aaron.
Alright.
And I think all
Yeah,
of us
other
are
than that, like,
games tonight.
Yeah, I think Wolfie's playing a game. We're just chatting. We're getting the chat on the Discord going, and we've gotten everything up and running, and we're just screwing around and trying to play. We're playing some awesome games. We're playing some awesome badass games that are kind of awesome for Halloween. And like I said, I wasn't planning on playing this game this long, but this game is so much fun. Once you start doing the costume grind, that it's kind of fun to kind of just sit down and have a good time.
I think once I get done with this DM starting Galley, I'm gonna go and play Planescape Torment. That's a good one too. Good horror game.
Okay.
I don't think I don't know. I think a lot of people like that game. It's one of those few games I don't like, but that's only because it is so monotonous.
Yeah.
It is one of those, you know. Go ahead. What are you gonna ask?
The candy you collect, is that like your XP bar?
There are two ones. One is the XP bar. The candy itself can be eaten in this version. In this version, you can eat the candy to get healing, so you can heal. It's also a currency.
Okay, that's neat.
Yeah. This game doesn't have the broken item, like the upgrade items that you can get for the game. Because there was one where you could get these upgrade items, and you could add like certain stickers to your costume to make you more stronger. I don't know if that's in this version, but that made you way more broken. And all like it really did make you a beast. But you know what this is very Mario RPG and Paper Mario in a way.
Yeah, that was the other RPG I remember where having an input for like was it the power hammer, the Paper Mario.
For everything. Yeah, you could do a little bit of everything for different combat outputs. Made the game actually a lot more fun in a lot of ways. See, my only problem...
My ADD having asked whenever I was playing it, I was just like, I can only do this for so long before I'm done with it.
Yeah, and the only problem I have with this game, it's a little too easy to play a little bit. And that's my only gripe, that this game is super, super easy.
It's a fucking good game, isn't it?
Yeah, kinda, but it's still a good kid game. I got another kid game we're gonna be talking about too, talking about horror, but I'm just downloading it now on the computer. So she's sitting there for Gabi Mark 1, and then I gotta get Gabi Mark 2 up and running, which is gonna be fun. Oh, that's gonna be a fun day. Yeah. It might be this Christmas. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, we're gonna have Gabi and Gabu. All right, I will be right back, boys and girls. I'm going to quit the facility. I will get my facility locked up here.
All right.
Oh, that makes sense now that I think about it. Your experience bar is Smarties. That's pretty good. I just noticed that.
That is pretty cool. One of my favorite candies is Smarties.
I'm trying to think, what was my favorite when I was younger? The only downside is, ever since I think the older folks moved out, you get less candies that are kind of classics, if that makes sense. You don't get butterscotch or those little, what are those hot candies in the red wrappers? They look just like the butterscotch, but they're red. They're like the cinnamon.
Hot rod.
Yeah, the cinnamon. Yeah, the hot one.
Hot rod. They're called hot rods. That's what they're called.
Oh, I love
Okay.
those.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get those anytime you go to like the older people's homes, and I love those candies. But
You know
after
what I used to hate?
a while, I think whenever I was around 8, when those people either weren't there anymore or whatnot, you kept getting the same generic commercial brand, and it just got old after a while. Like, I was tired of Starbursts. I was so tired of Starbursts.
Skittles for me, but you know what I used to love? The guys who used to give you like actual chocolate bars. Those guys were like the heroes of the area.
Oh yeah.
I feel so bad for this generation's, like the new generations of Halloween, man. They missed out on some of the most coolest fucking shit that you just never see now, and it's just like. I know.
If you're getting Hershey's, it's gonna be like the Party Shies, like the little tiny.
Yeah. I used to get
candy bars.
Okay. Do you know what I used to get back in the day? Especially if you're a UNICEF kid. Back in the day, a UNICEF kid. That's when you get the UNICEF, like little coin purse, and you get change and stuff. Yes. Some people would reward the UNICEF kids a little more, and you get more chocolate because you're doing a charity.
Oh, okay.
That's not
so it's charity. All right.
Yeah, and I used to love that back in the day, but you know, I feel sad for the generation now, man. Like, you guys just fucking, your Halloween suck so fucking much. Like,
there's a reason I stopped going trick or treating younger than any of my relatives that were older than me. I was just not in it. What's the point?
It sucks, right?
I can't. With the neighborhood, when I was younger, I was able to fill multiple grocery bags because that's what we had. I mean, we're a poor family.
Oh, we
Multiple
used
grocery bags.
Back
That
in
too.
my day, yeah, pillowcases, man. Multiple pillowcases.
Oh, I got a great story
yeah.
to tell you with the pillowcase thing.
Yeah?
So, my old man told me a story of my middle sister. She wanted to go as a bag lady, like a homeless woman. So what she did was she got those fake teeth, you know, the ones that are like rotting and everything. She dressed in like hand-me-down clothes that were too big for her, and she went around with a shopping cart full of pillowcases.
Wow.
From what I hear, she made bank that Halloween.
You know, like I said, you guys just didn't, like, I feel so sorry for the kids of this generation, man. Like, I know one of the reasons that happened is because of the unfortunate thing that is a certain incident that happened, which will not be named on YouTube, unfortunately. But, Soups, we want to ask you about Halloween, because you are the youngest of our bucks here. Was your Halloween good?
Oh.
Yeah, he's younger than you. Like, quite a significant number.
As a kid, all I cared about was getting candy, and that was it. As I get older, I can take it over.
Yeah, but as a kid, what did you get back then? Was it badass? Was it cool? Like back in the day, you know, it wasn't uncommon for people to make their own costumes. Like, I made my own Ninja Turtle costume for fucking.
Like one time, like I actually went like Indiana Jones. That one I actually put together myself.
Yeah, because when I was a kid, I actually made my own shit. That wasn't like, I made my own Ninja Turtles. I made my, I dressed up as Super Mario. I think I dressed up as Luke Skywalker. And I made my own Batman. Go ahead.
The best one that was custom made, my old man helped me with it was Alpha. He even managed to get, I think, like some slight face makeup. He'd like put it right above my lips to make it look like I had a mustache. Yeah, and I remember having like a little plastic gun to go with it, and a little plastic revolver in a holster. Because back then, you know, it's like, oh, it's a kid with a plastic gun. You know, he's a cowboy. But nowadays, you can't do that shit, or else people freak the fuck out, even though you can clearly tell it's plastic.
You can still do that. I've walked around with guns like that. It's
A friend of mine.
Over here,
This happened
have a
years
fucking
ago.
heart attack.
Hello, Lucas Short. Let's have another person
Hey,
pop in.
LDP.
Meow.
Yeah, we're just talking
I'm
about
back.
how. Yeah, we're just being old people yelling at clouds, and we're talking about how modern day Halloween sucks compared to what it used to be. Like, it's more adult
Back
than
in my
it is
day, we used to do satanic rituals. We used to sacrifice goats and eat babies. It was wonderful. Then the PC police said you weren't allowed to eat babies.
I don't think it was ever to that
no.
degree.
Yeah. We're actually being honest, having honest kids, like how modern day Halloween is not like, it's more adult than it is for kids anymore at this point. Like, there was a time, like,
People in
I mean,
college
it's more
going to
adult
parties.
because we're adults. We aren't really focusing on the kid shit anymore.
No,
Yeah.
even when I was younger, and I mean, fuck, LDP, we're the same fucking age. When you were younger, how many bags were you able to fill compared to your later years when you were slightly older, but you're still
Well, I mean,
a kid?
like, I grew up in, like, a smaller neighborhood, so, like, I don't know, a bag or so.
Okay, I grew up in a very
Okay.
small neighborhood. I had ghetto to the left and podunk redneck to the right. But I was still able to fill at least 5 grocery store bags worth of candy. As the years went by, and I got
I
slightly
mean, people just
older.
don't have like disposable income for shit like that anymore.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, in
Okay.
peacetime, didn't you say you got like full-size Hershey bars?
Okay, back in the day. Okay, I'm gonna go through it. Like when I did the Ninja Turtle costume, we went out when it was a snowstorm, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
A full-blown snowstorm. And we still went out to Halloween. We still went to get Halloween stuff, okay?
Oh my god, Chief, that
Up a hill
that's
both
so
ways.
good. Chief, that's so good. You could have actually dressed like Luke from Hoth when he was wearing that Eskimo outfit.
No, so I had to dress my Ninja Turtle outfit because I had to what I did was I had a green helmet. I had a green Ninja Turtle costume, and a green snowsuit. So what I did was I actually wrapped it to make it look like the muscles, and then I face painted my face green, had the bandana, had the thing, and I even made my own weapon. We're freezing.
As soon as you mention weapon.
Yeah, I know,
there
right?
are moments where the live stream kind of jumps, skips, and you got the
I mean, it
buffer
seems like
wheel.
it's going for me, but
Yeah.
It's only in combat. I don't know what it is.
combat might take up more CPU on the emulator. Maybe. What game is this? Is this still the costume party thing?
Yes.
Yeah, we were
Quest,
playing
yeah.
Costume
Quest. Oh, okay. So yeah, you're just playing it on GOG. Okay. By the way, hello, Arus.
I'm gonna re-download those because apparently they're having a fight, so that shouldn't be affecting it. I did pause it so we could go. I am watching the live stream on the side, so when I see it freak out, I go okay. But anyway, back to what I was saying.
Seems like it's going all right for me, but
yeah. So what happened with us was, we would just hit one place. We would hit multiple places.
yeah,
Like it wasn't just like we went all around town.
yeah, we just went around
multiple neighborhoods, man.
Yeah, we did. We didn't do that as a kid. I mean, well, okay, so there would be we went kind of along our one street, maybe filled up a grocery bag or one of those. I think we might have even had one of those actual pumpkin pail things, and and then what we would do is we went to my grandmother's and she would usually have a big thing of candy as well, so we would do that. Sometimes what you can do too is you can go to a nursing home or something, and they'll give out candy. The old people there will, or the old people there, or maybe even the people in charge of the nursing home, they'll give out candy, and you're a kid, you get candy, and the old people, they get company, so it's a win-win.
Yeah, no, there was a lot of times we went all over the place for stuff, man.
Oh yeah.
Like that.
For where I lived, we had multiple cul-de-sacs that we would go and go into different neighborhoods and stuff. And other friends' parents and that would drive us to other areas. So
Yeah.
Hours.
Yeah, I mean,
we would start at 6. We would start at 6 where I was at. When back in the day when I was a kid, we would start at 6 and we wouldn't be fucking done until even later. I remember getting back home at around 3, and me and my friend had a sleepover, and then we played video games all night. So no, I feel. I
That
feel
sounds
like
a
that's
dream, to be honest.
awesome. Oh yeah, we used to travel everywhere. Hello, Oregon. Or Oregon? Or Orken? Oh, okay, who's that? Oh, okay, Logan. Okay, I get what you're doing.
Oh, I see. He's shipping us. Okay, I understand.
Yeah. Okay. So my
Okay.
thing with this that drove me nuts as a person, like for
Do
me
you
as a
approve
kid,
of this ship, or
no.
okay? Well, that's depressing. Yeah, no, like.
He's so disheartened he couldn't have his big daddy.
No. Daddy,
Anyway, back to this. Like when we were,
Porkykins.
Okay, you know what? Shut up, LDV. Shut up. I almost spit out my drink.
Suddenly the stream gets a lot better once I'm a part of it. Nah.
I'm gonna say that. Giving yourself way
say a
too
lot
much credit.
worse, but that's just a lot worse, but that's just.
Anyway.
Go ahead, Chief. What were you gonna say? Chief?
Yeah. 1 second.
I think we just broke Chief.
Yeah, it has to do like a factory reset right now.
The thought of being shipped with me, quite frankly, that'll break anyone.
Yeah. Hold on.
Welcome to our own little slice of hell.
Yep.
Welcome to my nightmare. I think you're gonna like it.
Anyway, I was just making sure to read that. I was reading that is a Alice Cooper song. I believe that was his. That wasn't that the name of the album.
Yeah, Welcome to My Nightmare. That's a good song.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a great album, actually. It's probably my favorite Cooper album. That's a great... It's like Welcome to My Nightmare, and the Rocky Horror Picture Show soundtrack. Those are like my two go-tos to listen to on vinyl, like around the Halloween.
That's fair. Yeah, fine work.
Yep. For me, it's Thriller.
I do not like the Thriller album at all. I think it's massively overrated. I like Bad and I like Dangerous. I do not like Thriller.
My only disagreement is with Thriller. It was overdone in my school. Every Halloween.
Yeah,
all of
that doesn't
stuff.
help either.
Yeah, it was just like, it was the same thing when I was working my janitor job. Every second song, like, okay, so the first song and the third song, like, they were spaced between each other, was Despacito. Oh, I almost lost my shit. I wanted to break the
Oh
radio.
god, yeah.
Day in
You're
and
gonna
day
talk
out,
about how
it's Despacito.
Despacito was big when you're in high school. That's kind of showing your age or lack thereof.
I was working. That was my summer job. I was cleaning fucking toilets and shit. Listening to this shit.
Yep.
He's straight up having like flashbacks and shit.
I have worse ones, but that was one of the bad memories from that job.
For me, I used to work at Hershey Park, and for me, it was Uptown Funk. They were obsessed with that song.
Oh, hello.
And actually,
DJ
there was
Ronnie.
Huh?
Well, we have a lot of people right now. Oh shit!
We have DJ Ronnie on today. DJ, we're meeting up tomorrow. Today's just the horror stuff.
Well, anyway, but yeah, like there was even like a band that did Uptown Funk, except it was Uptown Hershey Park because they don't want to say the thing that sounds like the fuck word. Speaking of like songs that are edited down for kids,
Oh, the Kids Bop.
the Kids to Bop version of Uptown Funk.
What was it? What was it called?
No, I was saying instead of Hershey Park had like one of those like cover bands, but instead of Uptown Funk, they said Uptown Hershey Park.
Oh, God.
Instead of Uptown Funk You Up.
There is a reason why you never trust a kid with Kids Bop. They are sheltered.
Yeah.
They are broken.
Never trust. Just like
welcome, PK Ronnie,
if you have
to the chat.
Okay,
it's like
welcome.
it's like someone on Tinder. Like
LDP.
like someone on Tinder.
Hold up.
Logan, hold on. Hi, LD. Hi, PK Ronnie. Welcome to the chat. We are meeting up on Tuesday for this. Today is just us fucking around talking about horror stuff. We're talking about how.
Tuesday. Okay, good. I thought it was late.
Yeah. No, you're fine. You're solid on this one. We have a whole crowd today, and like I said, my
get
game.
your sleep, man.
You want to get your sleep?
I fucked up my sleep schedule. My sleep schedule's fucked right now.
Yeah, I got off work. Columbus Day commute. You know, happy Columbus
Yeah,
Day.
hey, no problem.
Columbus Day or whatever.
Yeah.
Columbus Day.
Happy
It's
Thanksgiving.
my day.
It's Thanksgiving
Italian
in
American
Canada.
holiday.
It's the day where we
that's right.
celebrate the wonderful people of Columbus, Ohio.
No, it's the Thanksgiving for the Canucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving Canada.
So, yeah, it is. It's Thanksgiving Canada. I actually had a nice
Really,
Thanksgiving dinner.
your Thanksgiving Day is
Yeah.
on Columbus Day. All right.
And their Halloween's in January.
What? No, it's not.
Yeah.
Okay, I was wondering if you're bite.
I'm not that stupid, guys. I am pretty stupid, but not that stupid.
I thought I could get him.
Next, you're gonna tell me you drink milk out of bags.
We
No,
used
I'm
to
not
have that
Canadian.
we used to have that at my store, but they got rid of it.
Yeah, because that's stupid. I don't know why the fuck Canadians do that, but they do.
It's for storage purposes.
Yep. Well, this is in Canada. I live in Minnesota, but yeah. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. They just got rid of it this past year.
Minnesota, that's like... Isn't Minnesota just like Diet Canada, pretty much? Or Wisconsin,
Yeah, we're
really?
basically... Wisconsin's
Canada
not
Light?
so much. No, Wisconsin not so much, but Minnesota, yeah, we're basically Canada Junior.
Canada Dry?
Canada Junior.
Canada dry.
Canada.
No, Quebec's Canada dry.
That's inappropriate, I think. I don't know. Probably not.
That's
Shut up.
hilarious.
Inappropriate.
That's racist.
Those of us that live in the Midwest, we can pick on each other, especially.
Yeah, no, like I have a friend who grew up in Utah, and like the entirety of like Midwest is just like one homogenized accent. Like Utah is not at all close proximity wise to like Minnesota or Wisconsin, but she sounds like she's from there. Like she'll say like, you know.
Yeah.
Don't you know?
Yeah.
Don't you know?
You probably hear it in my voice.
A little bit, yeah.
It's open law. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, and
It's okay. We won't hold that against you.
I was
Yeah.
born in
Like,
Wisconsin, so I'm not that bad.
No, you are. I'm not that bad.
Yeah. Not that bad.
Not that bad. Sorry.
and now.
Okay, I'm done.
I'm about to say, pot calling the kettle black, Mister Never Shut Up.
Yep.
Jeez.
I'm done. I'll
All right.
I will stop. I will stop judging you, despite your questionable heritage.
So DJ, what we're talking about, we're playing Costume Quest, and what we're talking about is how Halloween is kind of shifted really into a negative way, and we're talking about the good that is Halloween, and how Halloween at one time was kind of better and kind of more unique, and how I feel like it. Yeah, it has. Well, it's also become more perverted in a lot of ways. It's become an adult thing, not a kid thing.
Well, that's one part I don't mind having, chicks dressed like hoes, no offense, and so like hoes, I mean, like if I was a girl, I'd probably dress pretty hot too, but maybe I would
Yeah, you object to that, or?
No, I actually do. I actually do object for one reason. It doesn't really follow Sanguinius's like the spirit of Sanguinius at all.
Oh, shut the
in that
fuck.
aspect.
Sanguinius, the Pope?
no, Sanguinius is the spirit of like the spirit, one of the spirits of death. Dressing sex, you do not want to attract the essence of death that appears during the winter
Just
period.
shut the fuck up and enjoy the slutty chicks, all right?
No, I
You know
don't
what?
mind.
I respect the Chief's view on it because everything has an origin point, be it religious or otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like it's more about the spirit, and we want to incorporate that spirit. And I think the kids thing, when it got turned into a more kids thing, that was kind of like okay. But now that it's shifted, I feel like that
Why are we
goalpost has
doing-
been moved so fucking into a weird perversion. in a lot of ways.
Why aren't we
Correct me
doing
if I'm
pagan
wrong.
rituals on Halloween anymore? God damn it!
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. The whole origin of Halloween was you dress as the spirits to scare them away or make
Yeah,
them think that you're one of them.
Remember.
Or
Pretty
you
much,
perform
yeah.
Rituals.
Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some of us
we-
still
yeah.
perform rituals. So,
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
true. Witches are like a trendy thing now. Like you can go on like TikTok and there's like an entire witch talk section. It's
most of them
just
don't know what the fuck they're talking about either.
it's just like some weird like voodoo spiritualist bullshit.
Yeah, most of them
Yeah.
have no idea what they're talking about.
See,
Yeah.
the beautiful irony about the voodoo stuff is they have to at least acknowledge Christianity in that because it's French. Is it Protestant or Catholicism that's mixed in with voodoo?
Yeah, that's the thing is that witchcraft is like kind of intertwined with honestly like a lot. Here's the thing is like we have like, you know, thousands and thousands of different religions and they're all kind of the same. Like they all like kind of they generally all sort of believe in the same god. They all have very similar mythology.
I understand what you're saying, but I will say tread lightly, just in case any viewers are not fond of this. But I get what you're saying. I
Like
respect
that's the
your
thing
point.
is like and like but then like they all have like that one slight subtle difference and it's just like okay well now I have to hate you. It's just like no just
Oh no, that's
Oh,
when
okay,
politics
but
starts
anyway,
moving in. That is something completely different. I won't get into that beast, but maybe if I pull you aside one day, I'll tell you about it.
yeah no
Okay, so here's our take with this. As a fan of, like I said, to me, I feel like we remove the child element and the more of that, and I think it's become more warped in some ways, and that's kind of how I look at it. And well, yeah, that I hate that. That's even worse.
Chief, could that be said for everything nowadays? Like what was once a great cultural, what would you say, aspect? Like look at Christmas. Christmas is non-stop. Just hey, buy. Hey, we got a sale. Keep buying. Consume products.
Yeah, it wasn't like
Give
that.
it.
Yeah, it was,
It's no longer about the family and the love. The only thing that I find joy in Christmas nowadays is watching my nieces and nephews' faces light up as they open their presents. That's all I have now.
sort of like we've gotten so burnt out on commercial like Christmas it's no longer celebrating the holidays, it's getting through the holidays because like it
Facts.
because
Facts.
like we feel so pressured to just consume and it'll like to a point where like we're like buying shit we can't really afford because we want little Billy to have an iPad or whatever bullshit and it's just like you know
I know what you mean,
you don't have
and not to
you
mention
don't have
you'll
to,
have
like,
the people that
consume
expect.
to a point where it physically and mentally drains you.
Don't forget the people that expect you to give them like everything on their fucking
Dude,
list.
No, my parents were very good about that. They were like even if it was like something I already had or something I wasn't really interested in, I was always told to say thank you, be grateful for it. I was always told, you know, to and you know, and I stick with that mentality, you know, like don't
Okay.
like don't like I okay, what I was always told is never expect anything. Never expect money, never never expect money or gifts or anything like that for Christmas or birthday or something like that. Just like, you know, if don't expect it, but if you get it, you know, be grateful.
I get what you're saying.
I
For
think-
me, I was opposite but similar. Where my old man was like almost hounding me. He needed to get me something for Christmas. I was like, Dad, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm happy with what I have. I don't need anything else. If you want to get me a card, that's okay. But no, I have to get you something. No, you don't. You don't have to get me anything. I'm happy. I'm fine.
I'm like that now. I am like that now. Where I'm
The
just
amount of
like-
times I have moved from place to place, I don't want to carry around a ton of shit.
Yeah, I'm like that now, where it's just like, you know, I have enough shit. I don't need more shit. That's what I'm like now, but I'm, you know, as a kid, like.
How about everyone
as
else?
a kid, you know, you just want like the, you know, fancy shiny new thing. You just want like, you know, whatever.
Yeah. How about everyone else? Anyone else can relate?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much basically
Go ahead, Wolfie.
it's basically pretty much since my mother passed away that I just want to spend time with my dad.
Yeah.
That's fair.
A good portion of my family is gone, so it's just spend time with him. Maybe get him a little something nice, but other than that, yeah. Have some nice pie and watch a movie and stuff.
Yeah.
I can relate to
Okay,
that.
what are the?
There was,
Okay.
one moment, Logan. One moment.
Hey, hey.
Yo, Molly is.
Let
TJ.
Go ahead.
I'm just thinking and scrolling a little bit and warming my brain up, but I don't know if I have anything substantive to say other than yeah, I can relate to the holidays thing. You know, I just try not to overconsume. You know, I used to work in retail, so when I started retail, it was tempting to always buy some electronic junk, and then I realized shit gets obsolete anyway. And that if you hold off on buying new electronics, you get them after they go down in price, or after you're damn well certain you want the fucking thing.
Yeah.
My condolences
guess-
for working in retail. I hear that place is hell.
Oh yeah, it is.
It is.
It's hell.
Especially like around the holidays. I mean.
Oh,
I had its high points, but you know, I mean, I needed a higher paying job.
Hey, so I'm sorry. I gotta go again. I'm starting my own stream.
okay.
Oh well, thank you so much for joining us, and yeah, we'll thank you so much for being on, and we'll definitely I'll keep you in mind when we do the next Halloween stuff, because we're not done yet. We got other stuff we're going to be setting up for.
Oh
And,
no.
Halloween's still going, so I'm going to have a couple more Mondays. You're not going to see us every Monday, but during Halloween, I'm going to be live streaming a lot.
All right.
I think I'm gonna
Yeah,
get
all right,
home
I'll go.
too.
Bye, everyone.
Well, thank you so much, Wolfie, for joining in. And you're always welcome to come join us. We're going to be running tomorrow. We're going to be talking about the Prime Directive with DJ Ronnie. And if
Okay.
Bob wakes up, we'll get Bob.
Okay.
I wanted to tell you something before you go, Wolfie,
Yo,
about the hanging out with your family.
yeah.
When I was younger, I never understood the value of family photos. Like, I always hated them. But now that I'm at the age that I am, those things are absolute treasures.
Oh yeah, they are. We never really had a family photo, but all I got is a picture of mom and dad.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not my fault.
But yeah, just something I wanted to relate to you.
Oh yeah, I can totally relate.
And, yeah.
I gotta get
Okay.
All right, have a good sleep there. See you later, Wolfie, and have yourself a very good night. There goes Wolfie. There goes a couple of the horde. There is slowly dispersing. We're almost done tonight anyway, but we still got a couple more. We're gonna still keep talking about the love of Halloween and how it's kind of shifted in a way, and you know why my feeling towards Halloween is kind of weird compared to other people now. Like I do feel like I'm kind of the separate entity now for Halloween. Like I don't feel the same, like, because I've had friends of mine, oh well, I liked Halloween for this, or I like the more sexy thing, but it's like, man, don't you remember when you were a kid and how awesome that was, that we had like the cool costumes and making your own stuff? And Soups, your thoughts on stuff, Soups. Well, you could bring up anything, the two topics that have been brought up, but what's your thoughts overall with the Halloween? Do you feel like it's been lost a little bit?
Not really. I mean, I have friends who celebrate it as they've always have. I mean, our friends who basically a big Halloween fan. And not to
I don't know. I don't have.
That has a whole month dedicated to Halloween.
Yeah, we don't have that. I don't have that up here. Like I wish I lived in Salem. To be honest, I'd probably have a lot more fun living there because it's like they do the entire Halloween. It's them, and I kind of would love to have that.
Now that I think about it, maybe this Halloween I gotta be on the other foot. You know, we all have memories of collecting candy when we were kids. Maybe I ought to hand some out.
Well, that's what I started doing.
Yeah.
Maybe I could rekindle that love.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. It's no fun in the neighborhood, and I felt bad when kids are knocking on the door and we just ignore it. And I was like, well, I'm not gonna go to the door, but I'll leave a bucket of candy by the door. I don't give a shit if someone takes a fistful. I mean, trying to show the love,
Well, it's good to give that out, though, eh? I'm just gonna keep hitting this guy and hopefully, yeah. Wait, I gotta switch
If our
to clown.
neighborhood even does Halloween, I had to ask the neighbors who have kids.
Yeah, they might. Should really ask them and find out what you want to see as a kid. Because I used to see a lot of kids with the like back in the day. There used to be kids that come in this building. Oh, they don't come here now, but there used to be a day where I used to see the kids here every year, and I haven't seen kids in the building that used to come in and do stuff. But my previous building that I lived in before I moved in here is that place had a rep. And it doesn't have that rep anymore. And it's kind of sad because that rep was really awesome, and then kids had a really cool, the rep just kind of got bad because of some of the crazy people in that building. But this building's just kind of no one shows up.
Yeah, I think that may be what I do this Halloween.
It's always good to do that. Get people to have fun with it. You never know.
Yeah. Because I know down the street where the college is, that's just going to be a orgy. Let's be real. It's college.
Yeah. Well, they used to, back in the day, we had bobbing for apples. They had haunted houses where I was at. I don't see that anymore, at least where I'm at.
We still get haunted houses on occasion. But I will say, on top of what you're saying with kids on iPads,
yeah,
we've become a lot less separated. Because typically, things like Halloween and Christmas, those were also community events on top of family events.
Yeah, they were. And you were more connected. That's why I said the connection has kind of lost.
Hell, I'm afraid to make connections. I won't even lie there. But
Could have still
I
had
think
that
that's
girl on the train 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
girl and friend.
Yeah, I'm just saying, because now, I learned all this social stuff since, it's 4 weeks ago, and I don't bump into this girl since, and I'm like, damn it, I should have made my move then, that I wouldn't be thinking about it, I would have gotten it out of the way, but my point is, anytime I push past my comfort zone, with connections or whatever, yeah, usually there's been generally more upside potential, so, try to remind myself that, but I know you're talking about something a little bit different there, but, I don't know, when you mention connections, it's kind of remind you of that.
I get it. Yeah, it's very similar. I will say it is very similar. Where it's like, why didn't I talk to that person? I could have needed the help. Especially whenever I was out on the street and homeless. It's like, man, I should ask more questions. But the more I kind of stewed in that is like, why am I not asking questions? The more bold I became. And eventually I developed this personality of just being so laid back that I don't care anymore. And honestly, some people like that. They like having a guy who's like, don't worry, he's a cool-headed individual, he'll help you out. Because even around the neighborhood, if somebody needs help, they're just asking.
Yeah, my feeling towards a lot of this is always going to be the same thing. I feel that, we've kind of lost a lot with that. And it's mainly because of a certain 4-year period we won't talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that really did cause a lot of crap. And I don't feel like we don't have the same love we used to have, that we used to have back in the day. And I miss that. I really do miss the fact that there was all this cool stuff going on back in the day, that you actually used to have a lot of fun with that. And, it's kind of weird that that's just kind of vanished off the radar. Yeah, and it's kind of an interesting idea that we lost all that. I'm trying to find these fucking last few tourists to set off that trigger. I just don't know where they are.
Now, I actually don't know. Social practice for people to study, but the more laid back you are, the more approachable you are.
Sometimes,
if you're not worried and freaking out at every moment, I find that people are more likely to approach me and be more friendly, because I'm always walking around with a smile on my face, even when I feel terrible.
Could be that. I find people aren't it all depends on who you are, I find some people just like to pick fights, but that's just how it is in some areas. But it doesn't really matter. We're more talking about the fact that you're not going to see there was quite a few years, I will be perfectly honest with you, I never saw kids on Halloween, and it just never seemed to come back. And now you got it's really weird how it's going.
On that point, yeah. Typically, the reason a neighborhood doesn't see trick-or-treaters is because they go to a different neighborhood. Typically, it's like what do you call it? Like, I guess you'd say the nicer neighborhood.
Yeah. Well, one of my friends.
That's what my nieces and nephews did, and I did that for one Halloween when I was younger. Went to a different neighborhood than my normal one.
Yeah, but I remember back in the day, there was a kid that used to, a friend of mine used to do kid stuff, like where he would turn his entire house into a Halloween center, bobbing for apples. You get extra candy for doing certain things. This was a guy who actually went out of his way. He dressed up like a German soldier. He was wild and kind of crazy. Yeah, he was wild and crazy for the treats and stuff. Now you look at what he does, and it's just like he's gone. Hello, this Animal Crossing abominations. Yeah, maybe. There's Mike on the bar. But we had such a cool thing back in the day. I don't know why it shifted in the way it did, and it's really sad, I think, in some ways. But I think we're going to call it here. I'd like to thank everybody who enjoyed the fun that is Costume Quest 2, created by Double Fine.
And sorry for the more negative feelings near the end, but we're just trying to keep it real. We want that magic back.
I do want to see that magic back with kids. I do feel like kids kind of got crapped on a little bit nowadays. It's more of an adult thing than it was a kid thing. And I think I miss the days when you used to have parents walking back and kids just having hundreds of kids running around. Like I haven't. When I was at my other place, I would not lie. There was a time where I would have at least 20 kids knocking on my door every Halloween. I haven't had that happen in that place over 24 years. I was there for almost 24 years, and that place was so bad for that. And like used to get cat every it's like I would have to go get more Halloween candy. There's so many kids, but we haven't had that in forever. I don't think we're going to get that this year either, to be perfectly honest. And like I said, there's an old folks right next to. There was an old folks store right next door. Thank you, Ars, for doing what you do, and I do appreciate that. So we're going to be setting up for tomorrow's going to be talking about some Star Blazer. We're also going to be talking about the Prime Directive and how that is one of the stupidest ideas in Star Trek. And
I mean,
that's my
maybe.
personal opinion.
Okay,
Well, we'll talk about it.
on that.
We'll talk about it then. We'll talk about that
Okay.
because I don't want to get.
Sorry,
hold my
excited,
horses.
very excited.
I'm open-minded to this. Look, Janeway's always violating it, so I'm gonna love bragging on Janeway in any case.
Oh yeah, this is going to be fun. This is going to be right fun. So I'll talk to you guys later, and you guys have yourselves a very good one. And thank you, everyone who showed up. Thank you, Soups. I know you kind of didn't. You kind of got railroaded on this one. I promise next time it'll just be a stream with just me and you, and maybe Bob. We're going to be talking about more Halloween stuff as stuff goes on. You can find Soup stuff on his own Patreon. Check the description. If you want to support this man, he does great comic work. He's working on his own comic issues, all hand-drawn stuff. No AI with this guy. And amazing work overall. He also has his X. And yeah, thank you so much, everybody. We'll see you guys next time on Orc War Chief Reviews. Ciao.